Hello, hello. Sorry, I am doing the survey right now. I'm just trying to like get it over with. You just finished it? I'm a survey, Sarah. Listen, listen. I thought this was gonna be about 2v8, to be honest. So this is uh what do I appreciate the most about the first? Okay. I just say very unique power that we haven't really seen in the game before. The first gameplay. Useful is information provided by the HUD. I think it's useful. Survivors are given enough time to react to killer power cues against the first. Hold on, I can show you guys instead of just making you look at my screen. I feel like yes and no. No, like you're going down if they aim it right under your feet. But a lot of times a lot of the firsts you go against don't do that. You know what I mean? They kind of just send it. This killer's powers reduces the effectiveness of hiding out of sight. Not really. I would like... I think this is very dependent on the killer themselves, not kind of like what the survivor can do, because there is a point where the survivor genuinely cannot get out of it, but that's more of them. The killer's power reduces the effectiveness of pallet loops. Yes and no. Like, you're not really using... Well, yeah, actually, because you're like pallets are kind of useless against them. Do you think you should be able to remove world breaker stacks, albeit at an extremely slow rate by interacting with the clocks? I'm not gonna lie, I'm actually kind of okay with how they work right now. I actually don't really mind how world breaker stacks are right now. How appealing are the cosmetics currently available? I mean, sure. There's like 2, right? Important were the following factors when deciding to purchase the first. I'm gonna be honest, this was not relevant at all. I was probably always gonna get the DLC, to be honest. This is like the same. Okay, I know this. Turn back the clock is the mind pop gen, right? I don't really play this, but I like the perk. Me, a Wraith main, I love playing with this perk. Base kit Mori is always unhealthy for the game, but the clock stacks are fine otherwise. I kind of don't really mind it, because if it's like they're already dead regardless, then yeah, I do think it does suck if you have like DS or something, because yeah, you are essentially bypassing it. But for me, my issue is not Pyramid Head or the first S'mories, my issues would have been Myers, pre-rework, and Sadako. Those are my things. Like, that's where I have an issue with it, where you can essentially never interact with a hook. I don't mind it too much if it's already like they're on death hook. They're dead. But I understand where you're coming from. Like, I do understand. This could just be boiled down to like a preference thing. But I don't know. Maybe there's something that I'm missing. Because yeah, I don't really mind it too much. That's why I don't mind the World Breaker stacks. I think it sucks though whenever someone already has 4 stacks, and then because every time they have the 4 stacks, Vecna will immediately go into power, if I remember correctly, if he hits them once. This one doesn't down you, though. It forces you into a state where it's free. Well, so does Pyramid Heads, right? There's not really much anyone can do with Pyramid Heads. I mean, unless you have like a For the Peepo, Wiglif, everyone's tanking hits. But I mean, they're obviously on different levels as a killer, right? But you mean you're basically being held. Okay, so would you say you would prefer if you just go down? Like, you would be okay, more okay with it, I guess. Not saying okay with it. If it would just down you and not hold you in the air. Because yeah, technically you're correct. You cannot recover. You're absolutely correct. Yeah, okay. I would say give that feedback back to them, honestly. If you are like, if that's like something that you don't like, I would say like maybe, I don't know if you've done this already, but put that in here. I haven't thought of a single time I've been more able by a Pyramid Head and you haven't been insta-killed. I feel like I can probably see circumstances in which that would be the case. It would be like maybe if your team is being super aggro, but for the most part, I kind of have always been insta-moried regardless. I do get some circumstances where the killer keeps you on the floor to try to bait more people to kill themselves by like bringing them in the game, if that makes sense, right? Like they're kind of banking on survivors getting super altruistic and coming into the match, because if you just mori, they're gonna leave, right? So I know a lot of times some killers will bait the survivor by leaving them on the floor, like hovering their body and stuff. So I can see that. Sorry, hold on. Secret Project is the Terror Radius one, right? Hi, Guyliner. Sorry, I mean, do you really use this perk, to be honest? I had to make sure my fucking stream didn't die. I mean, I don't really use this perk, so Hive Mind. I like this perk. I didn't think I was gonna like this perk, but I kind of like it. Sure, I don't think I really don't care much about this one, though. Sure. Okay, sorry. I made sure to mention that my issues with this killer is that he ignores a lot of rules killers generally follow, and we already have Nurse. I can see that for sure. I can kind of see that for sure. I would say just, if you have anything that you don't like, just feel free to tell them that. Because I'm sure you guys aren't the only ones that have that problem, right? And maybe that'll be something that behavior like will listen to. Because I mean, just because I don't have a problem with it, maybe doesn't necessarily mean it's not unhealthy, right? I could just be wrong. Not possible, but no, I could just be wrong. Bada Bada Boom is... This perk is ass. Dude, just Chemtrap is better. You sticking to the window, like the amount of times I've seen people try to use this perk and they get slapped through the fucking window. It's so funny. You have to like pre throw that shit, because at least with the pallet you can't get hit while setting it if you're obviously on the opposite side. That's not the case with windows. Change of plan, that's the Dustin perk. Sure, I don't really... This is for new players. Yeah. I know that some people don't like Dust. They think Dustin should be smaller. So I'm gonna say I'm pretty satisfied, but like I know there are some people that aren't like too satisfied. I'll say slightly satisfied. Extra sensory, that's crouching, right? Yep. Oh my god. How important were the following elements to contribute to keep playing after the release of Krasu? I mean, I would say yeah. I feel like we kind of had a very rough... I think we had a very rough, like, time after Krasu. Not gonna lie. This, but like, stop giving us 2v8. I'm begging you, please. 2v8's not that fun. I know the general community doesn't agree with that, though. I don't mind. I don't mind. I like change. Yes. Yes. My job. Yeah. I wish I could say like this is not the answer of someone that is a casual or player, or this is the, you know what I mean, like, or someone that like, I'm not like the other girls. How likely are you to look at the official DBD stats, Pat? Yeah, more likely. They have playtime in the server link. They know who you are. Wait, really? I thought this was anonymous. Really? I did not know that. Oh, they know who I am. If it's anon, but it's personalized. So, oh, it's like, so, in quotes, anonymous. Not really. Sometimes. Okay, then yeah. Toxic, well, yes. The couple of things I've experienced in the past couple of weeks, I would say yes, are toxic. More than 20 games go by. Oh, absolutely. It's crazy they haven't changed. Yeah. Yeah. I think because I wonder if they know, like, if they think that their community might embellish things sometimes. So I feel like maybe they cover their bases. Because for the most part, I don't know about you guys. Do you guys actually experience a lot of, like, bad things that are said in the game? I mean, to be fair, I don't really socialize with people on social media with DBD. I don't stick around. Yeah, I'm kind of like... Pre-game, I don't think I've ever really... It's usually after the game, to be honest. How frustrating is it for you to experience toxic behaviors? I mean, depends on what's being said, because my definition of toxicity isn't like, oh, this person's body blocking me, I think they're cringe. But for me, I would only get upset if it was like slurs being said. But I think I have a very loose definition of toxic. Some people think toxic is like teabagging. I don't give a shit. If I get humped, I think you're cringe. I don't think that's toxic. If I get, you know, it's only if you're actually saying things. Or like the reasoning behind it, usually. I would just get slightly. Toxic is saying things. For me, toxic is more so like if it removes itself from the pixels on the screen, if it goes beyond that to like you're actually wishing ill on the person that is behind that screen, or like targeting them because of who they are behind the screen, like in a very malicious way, then yeah, I would say that's toxic. If someone's teabagging me after pallet stunning me, I don't give a shit. I will hit you on hook, but like, I mean, at that point, I think that's kind of, we've established this, like, you know, this little thing. Like, we've established this little, like, relationship. I don't start it. Oh, I love me some gameplay. Oh, live then. When watching... Wait, what was this? Engage with the most? Engage with the least. Tutorials. No, lore. I don't really look at lore. Yeah, it would definitely be lore. It's not that I don't give a shit. I just don't think a lot of people really pay much attention to it. Did you read the full... Okay, is there one in between? I fully skim it. How about that? How about that? I fully skim it. No, I read it. Compared to what you would have liked, how would you rate the pace at which the DVD team implements bug fixes in Dead by Daylight? Too fast. Can I be honest? I don't think they're that bad. I think sometimes they're like... You know... I think it's a bit more complicated. I think that they act quickly, and obviously they've kill switched things before. They've taken their time kill switching things. But I'm gonna just like, I don't know. Can I like... It's so much more complex than this, I fear. How satisfied or dissatisfied with your... I mean, fine, I guess. There are some where I'm like, they don't fix bugs. Yeah, I know. It's like, it's so much more complex. Because like, this isn't kind of like a... I'll just go slightly... I wish there was one... I wish I could expand a bit more. Deathslinger? Yeah, that one's frustrating. But at this point, I'm assuming... Like, they've obviously been trying to fix it. I just think the problem is something that they probably don't know what to do. Speed of resolution. Ooh, audio bugs? I know, like... have been in the fucking game forever. Nemesis has been bugged. If you're talking about the whip, that's actually been fixed, which is great. But like, yeah, it took like a couple of years. I don't know if there's another bug maybe, but the whip thing where he whips around if he's hugging a wall and he whips around it around a corner, which a lot of them do, they fixed that. That's why you don't see it anymore. His flip-flop sounds of wearing shoes? Oh my god. Yeah, if you play Spirit, yeah. And I'm pretty sure apparently one of her add-ons is bugged. I'm gonna have to say I'm somewhat dissatisfied. Visual bugs. The only visual bugs that I can think of are like the Deathslinger one. There's skirt bugs, but like I kind of don't really give a shit about the skirt bugs. Like that doesn't affect the gameplay. It's a funny haha bug. Don't the skirts? Yeah, I mean it's kind of a non-issue. Ghoul animations. That's bugged currently, right? I'm gonna say fuck, I wish there was like the ghoul slides. They're weird. And I know sometimes you can't tell if they're picking up, like, if they're holding their power or not. Since the killer's power's never been... Wait, really? Since release? Okay, I'm just gonna say someone dissatisfied. Perk bugs. I honestly, not gonna lie, I do think that they're pretty good. They're pretty good with perk bugs. I'm trying to think... Like, the only one that I could see that was, like, a fumble on their part was Merciless Storm. Streetwise? Wait, how long was Streetwise in the game? I thought they addressed that really quick. I thought they kill switched it forever. Like, super quickly. Oh, I guess with the speed of resolution, not, like, how long it took for them to enact something. How long was Streetwise out of the game for? They at first said it was a non-issue. Yeah, and then people were bringing infinite medkits or toolboxes. Or not, was it that one? Or was that the one where you could give a toolbox infinite charges or something like that? Can't join friends? I don't have friends, actually. I know sometimes you guys can't join my lobbies, but I don't think I've experienced this. Killer power bug. Don't play killer, so I don't know. I've had some where like the Houndmaster one, but that wasn't a custom game, and that one I think is fixed. Blood web bug. Sometimes it's bugged, but I don't know. This is kind of a non-issue. Balancing bug. What would you say? I've had some where I couldn't genuinely, like, I couldn't do anything. What's a matchmaking bug? What is that? What is a matchmaking bug? Wrong server? So like a lag server. That happens like daily. What would a balancing bug be? What does that mean? What does balancing bug mean? That's their matchmaker? Wait, this means matchmaking? Their matchmaking bug? Like, I'm kind of confused. Controls and camera. I don't think I've had this yet. Paid cosmetic bug. I have. I don't know. I'm not... If something's giving more haste than intended or something. Okay. I don't think I've experienced this yet. Maybe. I wish they would give us examples. Be like, oh hey, do you guys remember when like this was a bug? Where this would like do this? Because I'm kind of a bit confused. Like if we had examples where that I could be like, oh, this is what they mean by this, then I think I could probably answer this more accurately. I'm gonna say dissatisfied because I've been very vocal about my dissatisfaction with matchmaking in general, so I don't know. I'm just gonna say that. How often do you encounter? Not really. Perk bug? Don't think so. To be fair, I run the same shit. Can't join friends. I don't have friends. Killer power bug? Not really. That's the kind of the problem with the multiple choice. Like, you're so limited when you do a multiple choice thing that, like, if they were to give us like stuff here, you'd be like, hey, yeah, if there's something else you want to add. But the thing is, if people see that they actually have to type out stuff, they're not going to do the surveys. There's a reason they go for multiple choice, and it's because people probably won't do them like otherwise, because people are lazy, which is fair. Because sometimes I don't feel like doing it, right? I kind of don't really get these. Oh, wait, hold on. If we're talking about matchmaking being a bug, sure. Hold on. This, but I don't really care. I'm gonna assume... Give us a slider to show your satisfaction. Not talking about collision. Loops have so many invisible walls. You mean like things that you can get stuck on? Yeah, that's true. That's true. I guess I will... Wait. That's not... Hold on. Where are you? Where are you? They actually have a question with the slider. Oh, how impactful do you think the following bugs are? Sure, these can be very impactful. Slightly. Yes. Slightly. Yes. Not at all. Ability to play it. Ooh. Visual, audio. I mean, I think it kind of depends, right? This is rough. I wish they gave us, like, do a top 3, but I feel like everyone would just choose the same ones. And they kind of all suck. But obviously visual, audio, and like map navigation, collisions, killer power. Yeah, but like, are they asking me specifically? Because yeah, if a killer power bugs, like I know sometimes there's been where Bubba, by the way, Bubba can't use his power, period. He can't do shit. Don't know if they fixed that. And I know I've seen someone that happen to someone quite recently. I should say that I'm like, I'm a survivor main, so please. If I was a killer main, I'd probably also go again for the same things though. Oh, the least. I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna probably still keep playing that game. No. Oh god. Oh god. Guys, what am I? I'm 2018, early 2018 gamer. Veteran? Oh. No, I'm good. Anything before 2020 is a veteran. Stop saying that because that makes me sad. That makes me really sad. Oh! Guys, wait. Hey. Wait, let me in. Let me in. Do the other one? It's so long. Oh. I should do the other one for 2v8 because I actually have a lot to say for 2v8. I'll do that one probably on my own time, though. The other one lets you say you want less 2v8. Say less. I'm sad. Wait, is it me or is it... Say less. I'm in. Begging you, stop spamming 2v8. Begging you. It is absolutely awful. Like, unfortunately, what happens is that it just also fucks over killer players too, which I feel really bad for. Makes their queue times astronomical. Oh, is it really? Ah, GG's. GG's. Bring back My Little Oni. Really? I'm assuming you didn't play you only had to play like 2 games of My Little Oni? Ruji bot stream time, bro. I mean, time to finish fucking Resident Evil. I'm in chapter 10. Matchmaking's taking so long for killer players and makes them match MMR. Yeah, because apparently, I don't know who I heard this from. I think it was Tofu. Because they did ask, Behavior did ask, would you guys rather have faster queue times or more accurate matchmaking? And people said faster queue times. They don't want to wait. So that's why we have it the way that it is. Because if we did have more accurate matchmaking, queue times would take longer. They would take longer. Especially if you were like closer, higher up. So guys, I would never get a game. Did I even take a screenshot of my last? They let AI into the code base and it broke stuff. I always love it when it's like a leopard ate my face moment. It's like, dude. It suffered a 13-hour interruption to a system used by customers when engineers allowed its Kiro AI coding tool to carry out certain changes. Oh my god. Recent match history. All right, let's see. I played Alan Wake. I died. Oh, we're gonna play Namcy. What a build. What a build. I could just have this up, actually. So, do you guys think that you'll be playing Trickster more after this? I mean, technically, he kind of plays the same, right? He does take less knives to injure you, though, but the decay is faster. He's basically the same. Yeah, I kind of figured. I feel like if you didn't play Trickster before, you probably aren't going to be playing Trickster now. Really, Himbo? Yeah, I don't think it's going to really change. So, from the Survivor side, nothing really changes against Trickster, except for the decay for knives. What's this? Martine made it. This isn't even a rework. To be fair, I think they did just say it was an update. The day of. I don't know if they've been calling it a rework, though. Have they been calling it a rework? Because, like, I know they did say it was an update. I'm not... Okay. Of everything we're getting on the PTB, I will say the Trickster update is the thing that I don't really care as much for. I like the map. I like what they're doing with the UI. I like the auras, the aura customization. I like the, what are they doing? Description. They're condensing everything, making it like easier to digest, which is great for newer people. I was like looking at I was like chilling in other people's streams, and people are like not happy about that. They're like, they're wasting their time, and I'm like, this isn't for you. I mean, it could be for us as well. It is for us as well, but like, this isn't for you. Like, this stuff, if you're trying to teach someone DVD, there's so much that you don't know that you have to tell them. And like, it's kind of hard to explain. We've already kind of just been like, we know people are, but I think, oh shit, I opened the wrong thing. I think this is it's a good thing for the most part, the descriptions. Stop licking my dogs. She's licking my toes, man. You've been training 5 new players. It's insane. It's so unfriendly for newer players. It's so unfriendly. I'll just have to pray people play them as much as they do currently. I think that, you know, oh shit, I have sprint burst. I think that once people like